What's going on, guys? Jackson here, and I think it's been... carry the one... So it's been a really long time since I made a YouTube video, and one of my goals for 2020 was to start making more content. But with all of that said, let's get into this week's video. As you can tell by the title of this video, this is my what I spend on in a week video. So first, I'm going to be going off with some fixed costs, and these are things like rent and utilities, things like that. And so the first fixed cost that I have is rent, and I'm still a student at the University of Cincinnati, and I pay a premium for being pretty close to campus. I'm probably only a block away. Rent runs about $1,000 a month. I calculate it with everything included, it's about $1,020. So when you divide that by 4, you get $255. The next thing, being a college student, I do pay for Spotify. That's $5 a month. $4.99, and then you calculate taxes and fees on top of that. So it works out to be about $1.30 a month. The next fixed cost is credit cards, and I do have about 9 credit cards here. I'll make a separate video on why I have so many and why you can really get a lot of value from having credit cards and using those for everyday purchase. I'm gonna say I think it's about $6.70 per week. I pay about $350 in annual fees. And of course, I wouldn't be paying those fees unless there's some extra value that I'm getting. So I do think I am getting good value from those cards by paying that $350 annual fee. Next, let's get on to the daily expenses. So on Sunday, I went to Kroger. It's the start of a new semester here for the spring semester, so I needed to stock up on a bunch of groceries. I spent $40.38 for this week. Later that night, I needed to buy textbooks for classes. I am getting my master's in business right now, so I needed to buy textbooks for one of my econ classes. Of course, we have to take it online for this class, and it's only available using the online textbook, which is really where they get you, and I spent, wait for it, $127.79 for an online textbook. Thank you. On Monday, turns out after reading the syllabus for that same class, I did need to buy a financial calculator. I already have a TI-84, however, the professor insisted that we get the financial calculator he was using. He sent out a link, which was an Amazon affiliate link. That cost $25.36. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I end up working most of the day, and I didn't feel like making food when I came home. So I just got back from a night class, feeling kind of hungry, so I did get some food. I got a Fuchsia bowl, and of course, I didn't just pay for this outright. I used my Amex Gold card, $10 dining credit. I did spend about $11.25, so I did go over it by $1, but overall, it's pretty good. I got a lot of food for that amount of money. On Wednesday and Thursday, I didn't have any personal expenses, but I did have business expenses. $38 on Snapchat ads. I really see good return on investment from Snapchat ads. I have an application in the App Store. You know, if I spend $30 and I make $60, that's great return on investment. Why would anyone do that? On Thursday, I spent the same thing. This was on AdWords. I spent $14 on Thursday. And this is really just because the more money I spend and the more money I can push through to this app, the more sales I get, therefore increasing my return on investment. Makes sense. And finally, the last day to spend was Friday. Worked all day, and then I didn't feel like making dinner at home, so I went to Chipotle. Good old Chipotle. And so, when you add all of this up, you get a grand total of $526.62. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. However, I don't just want to end this video there. I want to provide a little more context based on why I think I spend so much or why I spend so little compared to you. First off, the first expense I want to look at is the online textbook. Now, this is a one-time purchase. This is something I'm not going to do every week. This is a very isolated incident for me to spend something like this, and especially something of that high value. It's the professor, she wrote the book, she owns the cards. If I'm taking the class, I have to be able to buy the book that she provides. That is, of course, if I want to pass the class. I don't just want to end the video here. I also want to talk a little bit about income sources, because I do have a part-time job that yields about $500 a week. I also have, like I mentioned before, an app in the App Store that yields somewhere around $50 a week. And then I also have a small t-shirt company that's just a sole proprietorship that makes around $17 a week. Finally, I do have a lot invested in the stock market that do pay dividends. It's about $850 a year. When you calculate this out, divide by 52, you get about $16.30. So when you put all these things together, you get total debts, which is $526.62, and total incomes is $500.76. I know this is probably overly simplified, but as you can still see, we're still making money. That's gonna conclude this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and smash the like button to see future content like this. See ya. One of the best tips I can tell you guys if you want to save money is to just use your parents' credit card for anything. That way it doesn't show up on your personal report and then they have to pay for it. Just kidding. Don't do that.